How to deal with anxiety as a teacher. Anxiety is a common problem for teachers. It can manifest in different ways, from feeling overwhelmed to experiencing panic attacks. Being a teacher is challenging enough, so it's important to find ways to deal with anxiety. While many strategies can help you deal with anxiety, it's important to find the ones that work best for you. In this article, we will discuss some of the most effective ways to deal with anxiety as a teacher. Do you know what's causing this anxiety? The first step in dealing with anxiety is to understand what's causing it. There can be many different factors such as fear of the unknown. When starting a new school year or even a new job, it's normal to feel anxious about the unknown. Will the students like me? What if I can't handle the workload? These are all common fears that can lead to anxiety. Perfectionism. Teachers are often perfectionists, which can lead to anxiety. If you're constantly worried about making mistakes or not being good enough, it can be difficult to relax and enjoy your job. Fear of failure. This is similar to the fear of making mistakes, but it can be even more crippling. If you're constantly worried about failing, it can be difficult to take risks or try new things. Stress. Stress is a common trigger for anxiety. If you're feeling overwhelmed by your job, it's important to find ways to reduce stress. Otherwise, it can be difficult to manage your anxiety. Anxiety disorders. If you have an anxiety disorder, such as generalized anxiety disorder or social anxiety disorder, you may be more prone to feeling anxious. Identifying the cause of your anxiety is the first step in finding a way to deal with it. Once you know what's causing your anxiety, you can begin to find ways to cope. This is an important step when learning how to deal with anxiety as a teacher. Types of anxiety. There are different types of anxiety that teachers may experience. It's important to understand the different types so that you can better deal with them. Generalized anxiety disorder. This is a type of anxiety that's characterized by feeling anxious all the time, even when there's nothing specific to worry about. This can make it difficult to focus and enjoy your job. Social anxiety disorder. This is a type of anxiety that's characterized by feeling anxious in social situations. If you have social anxiety, you may feel shy or awkward around others, or you may avoid social situations altogether. This can make it difficult to interact with colleagues or build relationships with students. Panic disorder. This is a type of anxiety that's characterized by feeling sudden, intense anxiety or fear, which may lead to a panic attack. A panic attack is a physical response, such as rapid heart rate, sweating, shaking, and shortness of breath. This can be a very frightening experience, and it can make it difficult to function in your job. Phobias. A phobia is an intense fear of a specific thing or situation. For example, some people have a phobia of public speaking, which can make it difficult to give lectures or presentations. Understanding the different types of anxieties can help you when learning how to deal with anxiety as a teacher. Try and find strategies that work for you. Everybody is different. What works for one person might not work for another. It's important to find the strategies that work best for you. Here are some of the most common and effective strategies. 1. Slow down and take deep breaths. When you're feeling anxious, it's important to take a step back and focus on your breathing. Take a few deep breaths and try to relax. This will help you to feel calmer and in control. 2. Stay positive. It's important to remember that anxiety is a normal response to stress. It doesn't mean that you're weak or crazy. Everyone feels anxious at times. Try to stay positive and remind yourself that you can handle this. 3. Get organized. One of the best ways to reduce anxiety is to get organized. Make sure you have a plan for the day and that you know what's coming up. This will help you to feel more in control and less overwhelmed. 4. Take breaks. When you're feeling stressed, it's important to take a break. This can be a physical break, such as going for a walk, or a mental break, such as taking a few minutes to relax and clear your mind. Practice self-care. It's important to take care of yourself both physically and mentally. When you're feeling anxious, it can be easy to let your self-care fall by the wayside. This is one of the worst things you can do. When you're taking care of yourself, you're better able to manage your anxiety. Some self-care tips include: 1. Eating a healthy diet. Eating healthy foods will help you to feel better physically and mentally. Make sure you're eating a well-balanced diet that serves your mind and body. 2. Getting enough sleep. Sleep is crucial for both physical and mental health. Make sure you're getting enough rest. 3. Exercise. Exercise is a great way to reduce stress and improve your mood. Even just a few minutes of exercise can make a difference. 4. Take time for yourself. It's important to make time for activities that you enjoy. This can be anything from reading to taking a bath to going for a walk. Taking time for yourself will help you to relax and feel more in control. These activities should all be considered when learning how to deal with anxiety as a teacher. Books, when an apple on it next to blocks and pencils. Talk to someone about your anxiety. Seek professional help if necessary. If you're feeling overwhelmed by anxiety, it's important to talk to someone about it. This can be a friend, family member, or therapist. Talking about your anxiety can help you to feel more in control and less alone. If your anxiety is interfering with your ability to function, it may be time to seek professional help. A therapist can help you to understand and manage your anxiety. You don't have to deal with anxiety alone. There are people who can help you to cope with it and feel better. Seek out the support you need to make a change. Disclaimer. The content in this blog is meant for informational purposes only. Do not use this blog post as a substitute for medical advice. If you need help, please seek advice from a licensed professional. Conclusion. Anxiety is a normal stress response. It can be helpful in small doses, but when it starts to interfere with your life, it becomes a problem. If you're struggling with anxiety, there are things you can do to cope with it. Seek out professional help if necessary, and practice self-care. Remember, you're not alone.